Good morning, everybody. My name is Jesse Pedersen. I'm going to speak about the 1906 earthquake in San Francisco. Let me start off. You're all nice and snuggle up in your bed. You're fast asleep, and your bed starts to shake, and books start to fall off the shelves. Are you dreaming? Or is this an earthquake? Well, many earthquakes happen all around the world, but there's only some that make the history books. In 1906, San Francisco survived one of the most deadliest earthquakes. This earthquake caused many damages to the city and also cities around San Francisco. Once the earthquake was done, there was much damage, but a major fire also happened. Around 103 years ago, on April 18, 1906, San Francisco survived one of the deadliest earthquakes. The 1906 earthquake ranks as one of the most significant earthquakes of all times. On the Richter scale, it hit at 8.25. The earthquake was felt from southern Oregon to south of Los Angeles and as far inland as central Nevada. The earthquake only lasted for 1 minute, but made history according to the 1906 San Francisco Earthquake and Fire article. At the time, only 376 deaths were reported. The figure was fabricated by government officials who felt that reporting the true death toll would hurt real estate prices and also efforts to rebuild the city. Additionally, hundreds of casualties in Chinatown went ignored and unrecorded. As the years went by, the revised amounts of deaths that happened in that earthquake totaled up to at least 3,000 deaths. Furthermore, at the time of the earthquake, San Francisco was the 9th largest city in the United States and also the largest city on the West Coast, with a population of 410,000 people. The injuries from the horrible earthquake ranged up to 225,000. Also, around 225,000 to 300,000 people were left homeless. After 2 years, in 1908, many refugee camps were still in full operation. So the earthquake didn't just take people's lives, it also caused damage to many homes and buildings. As damaging as the earthquake and its aftershocks were, the fires that burned out of control afterwards were the most destructive part. The majority of the damages were done by the fires. There were 30 fires caused by ruptured gas mains, which destroyed approximately 25,000 buildings and 490 city blocks. The gas lines ruptured because during that 1 minute of the earthquake, it was so strong that it just split the gas mains right in half. Other reasons why the fires broke out so bad was because the firefighters, untrained with the use of dynamite, attempted to demolish buildings to create fire blocks, which resulted in the destruction of more than 50% of the buildings that would have survived. Another reason why the fires were so uncontrollable was just because during the earthquake, the water mains were also broken. So the city fire department had limited resources to use to fight the fire. One landmark building that was destroyed during the fire was the Palace Hotel, which had many visitors, including royalty and celebrated performers. In all, the fires burned for 4 days and for 4 nights. In conclusion to the 1906 earthquake, just remember that it took the lives of over 3,000 people, many of which were never recorded, and that the famous earthquake only lasted for 1 minute, but will be remembered forever. Not only did the earthquake cause damage to San Francisco, and that the fires that erupted did extreme amount of damage, also destroying 490 city blocks. So the next time you start shaking in the middle of the night, just remember it could be an earthquake.